The former GMA3 anchor recalled the cringeworthy moment during the latest episode of the Amy and TJ podcast. TJ Holmes is recalling his most embarrassing blooper as a news anchor. Speaking during the latest episode of his and girlfriend Amy Robach's podcast, Amy and TJ, which was released Tuesday, the broadcaster, 46, revealed that he had a cringeworthy moment with a teleprompter during the early days of his career when he was filling in for the main anchor. "I just made it to San Francisco. KNTV, out in the Bay Area. I had been there less than a year, maybe a matter of months," said Holmes. "I was the 5 o'clock anchor, so it's a big deal always to fill in on the main show at 11 o'clock. Big deal. Made it, top 5 market. I'm 26, 27 years old, about to fill in for the main guy at 11. This is my moment. It's happening." However, the former GMA3, What You Need to Know presenter went on to explain that when the music and the teleprompter started rolling, he realized that the prompter was still displaying the name of the anchor he was filling in for. Now, of course, the prompter has all the stories you've got to be reading through, but at the top there's kind of a template that's never changed. "And the names of the anchors or the tag for the show stay in there and don't get touched," he said. It wasn't touched for the new guy who was filling in, so the names in the teleprompter were still the names of the 2 main anchors, not the fill-in guy. Holmes continued, "The show starts, homegirl says, 'Good evening, I'm blah, blah, blah.' I say, 'Good evening, I'm Alan Denton.' Robach, 50, burst out laughing at Holmes' revelation and asked him, 'What did you do after? Did you start to laugh? Did your co-anchors start to laugh?' 'No,' said Holmes in response. 'It is the first broadcast that I ever did where I was physically under the news desk the whole time.' 'Is this why you never read the prompter now?' asked Robach, to which Holmes replied, 'You know what? You make a good point. I don't trust it.' Robach then recalled how when the duo were working together on ABC's GMA3, Holmes would never put his script into the teleprompter. 'I was always in awe of you because all of us would write our scripts out, we put them in prompter and we're in the studio and we'd read our scripts from the prompter, and you never did,' she said. 'And you could have a minute-long intro that had lots of details and numbers and things you don't want to mess up and you preferred to memorize it or have it in your head versus read it from the prompter, and that might be the root cause of it. Trauma is what it was. It was trauma. I don't even trust my own name in there,' laughed Holmes in response. 'But yeah, they left it in there and I think I stumbled over it and eventually said my own name. Everybody has a moment on TV,' added Holmes. 'Some of them you can laugh at.' The pair's podcast launch on December 5 marked exactly 1 year since ABC News president Kim Goodwin made the call to put the duo on hiatus as news of their workplace romance surfaced. December 5 last year, exactly 1 year ago today, was the day we were told not to come into work, noted Robach in the launch episode. 'We never got a follow-up call to say come back,' laughed Holmes, while Robach added, 'That's true. It was the opposite.' Holmes also described them as the folks who lost the jobs we love because we love each other.